Hey, welcome to the Streets Keep You Honest podcast brought to you by Apple Orchard Hockey Supply. What's going on, fellas? How are you?
I'm also happy to announce our newest sponsor, Nelson Fuel.
Is that right?
Yep. So Nelly, thank you so much for that large check that's coming our way for the podcast.
Absolutely.
I love it.
There's no
Thank
other place I'd rather get my fuel.
Nelson Fuel. Yeah.
I missed this. But hey, everybody, it's me, the commish.
I just thought I thought I would solicit Nelly for a large donation
Yeah,
while we had the opportunity.
maybe a couple hats or something.
I don't think we've ever asked for it, so now's a
Yeah,
good time.
Yeah.
that is good. Keith, what's happening with you, my man?
Just working some there we go, travel conference. My brain just did not work there for a second. Big travel conference, had a whole bunch of fun there. It's kind of fun going from podcasts in the basement to way more equipment than I should have been in charge of. So that was always solid. And Pat, I'm actually gonna take my time here to say my little diddly diddly. So
Absolutely, man.
perfect time. And so hey, I just want to say absolutely big thank you to everybody in this league. For our 8 monthly listeners, you're probably already in the chat, so you probably already know that I did lose my Australian Shepherd on November 2nd. Was not a fun time in any way, shape, or form, but I will say having the Bubs chat, the dog Bubs chat, messages, conversations from everybody here in this room, all the above. It made a shitty situation a little less shitty. And it's just a really good easy point just to kind of bring up for people that listen or you might think about joining the league so you listen to us talk for a little while before you come through. It's more community than hockey. Hockey's a fun part of it. The community aspect, I mean, has been unreal. The support from everybody, like, I mean, it doesn't make it like easier, but it made me not lose my shit on multiple occasions. Messages, whatever. uh Love you guys. Just a big thank you to everybody.
Way to
Oh
go,
yeah,
Bubs.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's the way to do it.
yeah. Thanks, Bubs. I lost my boy, a few years back, and I also leaned on the Bubs, and yeah, it's good to have a huge group of friends around that take care of you when shit hits the fan. So
Right.
I agree, man.
And it's more productive to share these things than to, you know, just
Keep them in.
get
Yeah.
shit faced and do whatever.
Because anybody, in the league could have been experiencing, obviously we're all in mid 30s and above on average, I would say. So we definitely all have experienced like that specific loss because every one of us got dogs in college. It's just whatever. But then there's like other things, man. Like if you don't think about it, probably someone in this league has gone through the same thing exactly, if not similar, and could be there to help out. So, dude, if something's giving you shit, just ask the boys. We're here.
That's right. Someone's
For sure.
probably dealt with it or gone through it or knows the cure.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing about hockey, man. On one side, you can do that, and then the next, you can show up to a pickup game that's totally meaningless and want to absolutely rip somebody's throat out. The same person that you may have given condolences to.
Yeah.
For sure.
Those two extremes, oh, how beautiful.
That's part
What
of
a
the game.
spectrum.
Yin and yang.
Speaking of which, so Super League came to an end very unceremoniously. Do we even need to talk about it?
Yeah,
Oh, we should, right?
probably
Oh,
just touch on it.
all right, fine.
We'll talk about it.
Dude, you know what?
So who won, Chris?
I think, well, let's bring on Captain Troll and let him.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
We have a special guest.
Just give a
We
quick.
have two guests on today's podcast. Cody Estes, captain, two-time champion goaltender for the Roebling Trolls here in studio. Folks, let's give him a round of applause.
Hey, thanks for coming out. Congratulations.
Most underrated
Yay.
goalie in the league
Show us your. No.
by far. Although I don't think underrated can be used anymore. I think
I don't
everyone
think so.
knows the guy can play goalie now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so, we had the playoffs, Cody, and you guys kind of breezed through and breezed through the finals. So tell me about the game plan and tell me about how things went for the season.
Yeah, it was a good battle. I think it was definitely hard for us because we had two games back to back that day, right? So we didn't expect that it was going to be that way going into the finals. Um, but everybody played great. They did their job, right? So that's really what Trolls is built around is everybody has their own unique job, and that's what we're kind of aiming for with the Trolls organization.
Some people's jobs bigger than others.
Yeah.
Oh, and going into draft day, like if we go back to draft day, right? Like that was part of my thought process was
Yeah,
do people think that we only won the first season last year, right?
because we had Pat.
Because we had
Right.
Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Gary subbed in the final.
Yeah.
so when I was thinking about draft day, right, I was like, I'm still an unknown because it was my first year, right, of street hockey, and I thought, do people think that it was because of me that we won, or do they think it's just because of the Weiss momentum, right? So going into draft day, I didn't even want Weiss at that point because I was like, I gotta go out there and show my own, right? I gotta earn my own reputation. So, and then we had a crazy draft day.
Yeah,
You didn't even
so
want him to begin with. That's interesting, huh?
I'm not so sure about that. I think
You think
he's being a little disingenuous, but it's fine.
you calling me a
Hey,
liar?
man wants to, pave his own path. I get that. I was the one who encouraged the trade. I mean, as commissioner, shadow commissioner, pseudo commissioner, sub commissioner, sidekick commissioner,
Co-commish.
co
You didn't
commissioner.
say that one, and that's the
You
one.
were operating in the shadows at that time, though, I believe.
Well, everyone always believes that every move I make, there's like a cloak, and I'm like doing one of them, the Mr. Burns rubbing the fingers
Thanks to
together. I'm
Nelly.
petting my
Yeah.
cat in a big chair. But that's not the case. I just wanted some action and some, like we talked about. You got to stir up the excitement, get people going, get people revved up. That's why how the games matter more. And I wanted a trade, and nobody was doing shit. Thankfully, Cody decided to go for it. And then we had all kinds of crazy trades, and it was easily the wildest draft of all time.
That was
And I
fun.
think
That was fun.
if there's anything to take away from Super League, I think it was for the most part very competitive.
Yeah,
Now, the finals, the playoffs, say what you will, we had our full team. Who knows what would have happened if those guys would have ended up on a different team, right? Like, you never know. I firmly believe that if Okada and Victoria didn't show up to any of the games and just showed up to playoffs, they would have had the same impact on any other team.
sure.
Absolutely.
And without them, there's no way we beat that Rats team,
But
right?
they also
There's
wouldn't.
0% chance.
But they also wouldn't have showed up on another team. That's possible as well. Just saying.
I don't know that. I don't know if that's true. But
Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, yeah.
Cody, what do you think? I mean, you think there's no way it's impossible if they don't show up. I mean, maybe one of them. I don't know, but
No, I mean going into draft day, right? I completely thought Okada's not gonna show up because of Bengals, right? And looking at my first season, Vic was in and out, right? So you got to think about that as you're going into draft day. So we really drafted thinking about who is going to be reliable, right? Who's going to be there. Obviously, we knew picking those two they weren't going to be, right? But in the end, it all worked out. So looking forward to the next
And
season.
well, I gotta give Victoria some credit. He plays different from the regular season to the playoffs, and so you can't get a great read on the
Dude,
guy
you know what that
all
guy said to
season
me?
long.
You know what he said to me the other day at the bar? I asked him if he was playing inline. He said, "No, I think I like street hockey better at this point," which is fucking
Wow.
hilarious, dude.
yeah, I can tell you
Anyway,
why that is. It's because it's a closer drive.
there
I
you
mean,
go.
it's far for him to get there, and plus
Hey, whatever makes it work.
he is how do I best describe him? Like the hockey is like a side factor. It's like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just wants to get buckled with the boys,
Hell yeah.
figure out a way to convince everyone to go to the casino. He wants to go to a nice dinner with like 14 guys and just,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not, he likes the locker room way more than he likes the hockey. So
Oh yeah.
I think he was you know, um, part of continuing to get excitement about the league was thinking about how can we celebrate this year. We can't do Maggiano's. What kind of party? As soon as he heard there was an open tab at the bar, we were gonna have our private party. He's like, "All right, what time?" And I tell you what, his ass didn't show up on time to a single fucking game all year. He was
Yep.
early to the party.
It's true. It's
That's
true.
right.
And then it was baller move too. As soon as he gets there, we're getting euros, and he calls me when he calls me. He's like, "Hey, where you at?" I'm like, "I'm getting euros." He's like, "All right, get me whatever you're getting." I'm like, "Fuck, all right."
So, if we look back on us talking about when the draft happened and us, I mean, kind of predicting this all out, the Oracle, good and bad. Gary, thanks for coming out, Gary, but, you put Okada in the ninth draft spot. He went ninth to the team that, you know, nobody wanted him to go to. And then that was like basically, all right, we got to see what happens. Are we gonna is everyone gonna be competitive? And here we are, celebrating the Trolls championship. And yeah, I mean it's the Oracle. So
Well, look,
It was
sorry, go ahead, Cody.
it's definitely an interesting take, right? Because you look at what Johnny was saying at draft day was different than what I was saying during draft day. So I definitely agree with Kamish that you guys are so crazy for letting the goalies draft because we're absolutely insane based on how the draft went. So
You're
it,
all knowing. You're all knowing geniuses.
you know what keeps
And you
popping
guys
in
just
my
bitch
brain
otherwise.
is if Bonta was around for that draft and for the Super League,
Yeah.
well, it would have thrown a wrench in fucking everything.
Oh, sure.
Like this guy, uh, I mean, you could point to pretty much most teams would have elevated that team so much. Like I think about Bonta on any of these teams, and I'm like, oh my god, he would have elevated that team so much. It really would have thrown a wrench in things. I mean, Okada wouldn't have gone to the Trolls if Bonta was around. It's just a fascinating thing, and miss you, Bonta.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
Bonta factor would have been you get him, and who knows? 2 weeks in, he signs a contract in fucking Tallahassee or something. You
That
know?
is
Yeah.
true.
Hey,
That is true. You had to deal with this pro schedule.
Well, I will say that you drafted brilliantly because there was a lot of upside. You got a lot of value, a lot of mid-round value with Victoria in the third round, and it's not your fault that the other goalies made poor choices. And the back end of the draft is the real reason why we won. And anyone can talk about the contributions of Victoria and Okada and myself, but you were maybe the best goalie in the league all year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd
Very
probably agree.
fundamentally sound. We had very few goals against, and a large part of the reason is the guy in the cage.
Yeah,
And the combo of Vinny, Tim, Wild Bill, Handsome Bill,
impossible.
whatever you want to call him.
all the above.
The top line,
Wildly handsome Bill.
top line on another team is gonna struggle to score against a line like that.
You guys
You
let
know what
us
I
have
mean?
all the hardest guys to play against.
Yeah, it's mind blowing. Now I will say there's a there's a grouping of hard to play against guys, and they were just available. Like that's it's interesting. There's a group of like 6 to 8 really hard to play against guys. They're not super skilled. They're not like it's like they're not going to score you a bunch of points. They'll score you points, but not a bunch. But you grab from that area. I mean, and you're gonna have success, and you grabbed all grinders like that. I couldn't have thought of a more perfect team for the CSHL because you have a top end scoring line, and then the second line is just gonna bury you. So it's like uh, there's no in against the Trolls right now. I'm worried about next year when it comes to victories for anyone
Yeah.
except for the Trolls. So.
You mean next season? Because
Yeah,
we're
next
halfway
season.
through. This summer we're going to be redrafting for all new teams. So
Yeah, so
the trolls want to ride this out as long as we
likely
can.
another Trolls championship in the spring, and then we can all forget about that fucking
Well,
horrible time and move
hey,
on.
you never know. The Devils might make some fucking New Year's resolutions and come out fucking hotter than ever.
Look,
You know?
it's the trade deadline. There is no deadline, right? So you guys can make some moves. It's not like the off season is upon us. There's a but it doesn't mean that things can't happen here. As soon as probably March, late March, we're gonna kick this thing back off again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
real quick,
Is there a trade deadline?
do we have Cody? Do you have anyone that stood out to you that wasn't a troll in the season? Maybe somebody you might have your eyes on for a future draft. Maybe somebody that you were surprised by.
Somebody
Anyone that
who's
stood out.
ripping a million goals on
Anyone
you.
that stood out to you.
I think the biggest one this year, probably for me, was Eric Miller, right? Because he
Yeah.
came from playing ice and it was his first time on the streets, and really watching him grow over the season. When we weren't playing, I was making sure, like, can I get to a Rats game just to see how he's progressing, right? So even though we're in this weird situation where we're having this break in between sessions, I still look at like who could improve the Trolls organization, right?
For sure. And my God, that dude is unbelievable at
Yeah, he's
hockey.
real
That's
good.
all I can say.
He's gonna
Unbelievable.
be a top 2, 3 pick in next season.
Yeah.
most likely. So
And he can score from anywhere except against Cody. I mean, well, I will say, like, the way the championship game went is you guys kept this to the outside. There's nothing going in the inside. If we wanted to go in the inside, turn it over, big rush back, not enough guys for us. It's very oppressive hockey where we only felt like we had shots on the outside, and you have a good enough goalie to stop all that shit. So I didn't think I didn't think we tested you in the championship. You know,
I think the other thing
I
that
think you got a lot of fucking outside shots, and like, well, credit to your team, we couldn't get in.
I
You
think it's
know,
also interesting to watch the different play styles across goalies. So, like, obviously, there's three different types of playing hockey, right? So you think about ice, street, and inline. And during my first season, right, there was a lot of goalies that were still using blades, right? And then they were watching what the trolls were doing, and then you slowly started seeing goalies coming out of skates and into shoes. And I think there was nobody in this session that was actually using blades at all. And
really, we
in
didn't have a
goalie,
single goalie with skates, huh?
I
It's actually
think
probably better
costs,
for street.
but I think costs maybe, but yeah, no, he's
Any
right.
anyone you want to highlight from Super League? You two?
I I I got a shout out to a teammate of mine, Jared, unfucking believable player. Uh, Jared is exactly who you want on your team. A dude who can score when he's open, and then a dude that will shut you down on defense. I don't know what the fuck Jared's been doing lately, but goddamn, dude,
He
like
was mine.
Hell yeah.
He was mine too.
I'm
I
so
don't.
impressed with Jared.
I feel bad saying this, but I remember because I've been playing with Jared now for years. He's
Yeah.
been a bub for a long time.
Yeah,
He his play style is the exact same, but he is so much more skilled than he was. Like he's doing things now that he didn't used to be able to do.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
and he's strong. Like he's a strong dude. He's
I think
little,
he practices.
strong, and I just like
Or he either practices or he is playing a shitload of hockey, way more than he was back in the
yeah.
day. Because I mean, there's he like there were multiple times where I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, as a teammate, same dude. I look. I'm like, holy, what is going on? This guy's like just doing the right things all the time. Jared is high on my. If I was drafting, he'd be high on my list. That dude does everything right.
My other two D2 guys, um, and this is easy to say, but
Yep.
Tommy Gunn Benici stood out obviously.
Yep.
He should probably be D1
Yeah, I think I said that
next
last
year, if not
pod.
next session.
Yeah.
And and Danny, dude.
Yeah. Oh, Danny.
Danny Rosati. I mean,
Yeah.
here's the first thing I would do if I was running the Devils. I would bring him up and add a little spice and speed to your team.
Now dude, I
He
will
played a
say
few
that
games. Yep.
I am surprised. I truly surprised that the D2 Devils didn't beat the Trolls.
I
Like,
know.
if you
Sundays
look
though are
at the
tricky with him.
roster, it's mind blowing.
3, 4 o'clock on a Sunday rolls around. That dude might be toast.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
No,
one of the games he played, he was pretty wrecked.
he loves the party. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
plus in my book. I mean, at least he still shows up.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. I'm not saying that would stop me from having him play,
Plus, he'll probably still get a couple points. He's like Jordan and go
but
drink 12 on the golf course and go put up 40.
I got a Super League game, fellas. I got to run.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just crumb it on a scooter with a speaker attached to
Boom
it.
box, yeah.
Yeah.
I just think about where the Trolls would be if we didn't have that D2 team, right? Because Wild Bill got hurt, what, second game?
Yeah.
So if we didn't have
Against
that
the
D2
Devils.
behind us, where would we be without the people stepping in, right?
Yeah. Tommy Gorman. They played in multiple games.
But
Shout out to your
it,
goalie, Adam. What were those things that he made for you guys?
Oh, dude, he's the most interesting man in the CSHL.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the Dos Equis guy of our league for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Awesome showing at the celebration for the
Yeah, he made those plaques. They
winners.
were like, according to him, they were made of aluminium.
Yeah,
He,
aluminium,
Yeah.
some
as soon as he
cork.
showed up, he added $100 to the tab, gave us those sick awards, and then he stole my Hall of Fame jacket.
That's why you're like, keep it, dude.
I mean, he looks good in it.
there's maybe a better arrangement next time on the way the award is driven.
And I like what he
Certain
gave. He's like,
letters.
can you get this hung or whatever? He's like, basically, I want nothing more to do with it. I want to give it to you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rad. The party, the winners party.
Yeah, Cody, unfortunately, you couldn't make it. I didn't stay the whole time despite intense peer pressure, but I think it was hilarious. I want to
Just-
thank Jesse and Gypsies for hosting us. That was very generous. We very much appreciate it. It's not lost on us that it was the first ever private, VIP party at
Yeah,
Gypsies. The
velvet rope.
trolls were very honored to have that, and I appreciate everybody else that came. And you guys were great sports. Obviously, it was all tongue in cheek, like we were having a good
Hey,
time with
I
it.
didn't
But
cross the rope.
Everyone had so much fun with that. That's what
I
makes
didn't.
this league so fucking
the j-
fun.
the
Is
jokes
like
and the chirps
the
were
jokes are
tossed. Yeah,
amazing.
they were good.
Balloons kept blowing
The
away.
Yeah.
champions are on one side of the red velvet rope, and everyone else on the other side. We're communicating across the rope. Don't come
Yeah.
too close to the rope because you're not a champion. I loved all that shit. It was so
Someone had like a $20 Applebee's gift card and
Yeah.
brought like quesadilla and some boneless wings.
But that stuff matters. And if Jesse didn't, offer the bottle and get the ice and the mixies and all that, like that's what makes people
Yeah.
like not only the people that want to enjoy it, but the people that lost it maybe envy it and want to have it at next session. That's what keeps, the league interesting and people motivated. And that's the little stuff that matters that I think makes a league. Um, the Tiles League, for example, they used to give away T-shirts and beer tabs for the bar when you won, and it made a big difference in like team camaraderie and getting your team back together and people caring and showing up for playoff games. And I know that we'll talk about inline, and I'm glad that's back. But the more of that kind of stuff we can do, the better. So thank you very much. Appreciate you guys' support. And Cody, next session we'll have a bigger party.
I definitely expect a lot of people to come back with revenge, knowing that we won last session and this session we got the double D1 D2. So
Double D.
it's going to be a good session next year.
Thanks, Cody.
Yeah, thanks,
I
man.
Appreciate your time, bro, and thanks for
Yeah.
stopping out here, man. And congratulations.
Talking a
on
little
the
trolls.
dub.
And we'll have you back sometime and talk to you more in depth.
About you as a person, not just as a troll. You
Well,
know.
real quick before you
Yeah.
leave, though, how'd you hear about the league?
I was actually subbing for Gary during ice, so I've always played ice. I've played ice for 20 years, and one day Gary called me up and said, "Hey, we don't have an ice goalie. Would you come out on Tuesday?" And then session started, and Gary was like, "Hey, I want to see what you can do on the street." So here I am, and I appreciate everything that Gary's
Gary.
done.
That's why you're such a
That
good
sounds
goalie.
like Gary.
Fucking A.
The Oracle.
Yeah, the Oracle just doing work. Appreciate Gary. God
Gary's
bless
just
Gary doesn't have any time for untalented people, so you know.
Gary's like at home. He's got these cauldrons. He's like mixing potions and
Yeah.
putting stuff in. He's like, find me the goalie.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just want to see Gary's tier list for goalies because there was no goalies on that list. So I'd be interested to see what the Oracle says about.
I'd love to see
goalies.
Gary's tier list for goalies. And honestly, I bet he would be pretty accurate.
Probably, yeah. Um, yeah, I think he did maybe, but I think it's up in the air now. I think after this session of Super League and you being around more, um, those rankings might have changed. Which, by the way, we need you to come out for pickup.
Yeah.
This is a
Cody,
call for everyone to get out to pick up now that Super League is over. But yes, Cody, thank you, bub. Appreciate it. Captain
guys.
Troll, ladies and
Thank you,
gentlemen.
Cody.
Woo!
Thank you guys.
Thank
Have a
you,
good
bro.
one.
Two-time champ.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Super League captains, we've got somebody else in studio currently.
We snagged one.
Pseudo captain,
He
shadow captain.
this guy he only needs 2 letters to identify himself. That's pretty wild, right? Kind of a power move.
We actually share the same birth name.
Oh yeah?
God.
I always thought the C in CJ, everybody. Give him a round of applause.
Hey,
Uh,
CJ.
For chrysanthemum?
Yeah, or Curtis or something, maybe. Curtis Germain.
Oh, my mom was pretty crazy, so
Yeah. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you guys? Thanks for having me.
You got it. You got it.
CJ.
Welcome to the basement.
So
Sounds
CJ,
good.
when you run into other letter guys, like if you run into a JP, do you guys have like a
Yeah, just
CJ, JP? Ha. Anyway,
Real quick, anything you want to talk about with the Devils, your season?
actually, I do.
Okay.
I really appreciate the D2 guys. Actually,
All right.
Pedro, Gary,
they covered for me.
everybody, Vasky showing up and covering when we couldn't get everybody there. Those guys were actually awesome. Adam playing in net.
Yeah.
Guys were,
Yeah.
probably me getting a little frustrated and them also
Hey,
taking it. So
Actually,
All
that's a
things
good point.
considered, we hung in there better than
Yeah,
you'd think
yeah,
with the rosters
we
we had some of the times.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yep,
Wags is a beauty.
yeah.
he's the man.
It's on paper the D2 Devils were the best. I don't think it's even a question. It was very like clear, and that's why I was so surprised that the championship went the way it did. I was just like, the D2 Devils have like the formula. Watch out for them next season for sure.
Is anybody questioning Gary's leadership?
Is anyone questioning Gary's leadership?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
He's the Oracle. You can't like he's not necessarily in leadership. He's advising leadership.
See, I would say he is player captain of the D2 Devils for sure.
Yeah,
I just think you need to be careful with that because he's actually the puppet hand behind, just like you. He's filling a similar role as you. It's just different skill level.
I'm just making sure that, you know, Gary's doing what it takes to get that team over the hump next session.
I would hope so too, because like I said, they underperformed. That's all I gotta say.
Right. Is it
He-
fair to say they lost the game to themselves?
I didn't see it. I wasn't there that day.
Look,
Could have.
they, they got to. It's hard to say, man. They got a goalie that's learning, so that that is important information. Like they got Adam who's learning to play hockey, and
Yeah,
well,
but
he's coming along
Wags played
fantastically.
great though. I don't think he wasn't their deal. They
No.
lost by like 2 goals. Like the goal differential, like they scored similar number of goals. So Adam T let in just as many goals almost as Wags. Look, I just wanted to make sure we lengthen this segment a little bit because I know Gary's going to be driving up to Indianapolis for the tournament, and
Oh, is he listening?
I would love the idea of him listening to this through his car right now. Gary, I'm
Any
just fucking
chance
with
the
I'm just
guys
messing with
threw
you,
the
Gary. I love you,
game
buddy.
just to spite Gary?
Gary's horn picture is now my favorite.
He's an excellent leader. That is such a good photo. Where did you get that from?
He posted it, and I just couldn't help myself.
Gigantic devil Gary.
Yeah, I think it was street hockey yesterday that fell for it too. We were messing with him.
I did that when you did
Yeah.
Kevin's thing. I would be like, doesn't sound like something Kevin would say.
Yes, it did.
Well, CJ, we want to know about you, bro. Can you take us back? Let's go far back. Let's go back to when you were a kid, and let's talk about hockey. How'd you get into hockey? Who, uh, who or what meant a lot to you at that time, and what took you to where you are today?
Whew, that's a lot.
And why were you a goalie?
I have
Whoa, that was information he was supposed to spill.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
I don't remember exactly how my dad took me to the Mighty Ducks game back at the Garden, really young. Like my dad didn't play hockey. My dad's like 6'8", like very uncoordinated. Did not play any hockey. Mom, parents, nothing. So we went to the Gardens and then just kind of picked it up from there. We used to play. I was actually played street hockey before I played anything. My dad lived on a cul-de-sac when I was younger, so that's how we got started. And then when I moved, actually lived in Madisonville, growing up, my stepdad and my mom and my dad built a wooden rink in my backyard. It was tiny,
Good.
tiny. Actually, Gentry fell off the back of the rink and busted his ass pretty good. So that was a good time. But no, just kind of went from there and kept on going.
That's awesome.
So
Man.
started in the streets?
Started in the streets.
In the streets, baby.
And I think inline actually same time as ice. But I
Kim-
skated out in inline. I don't know why.
Can we talk about how far you got and like what level did you reach and what did it mean to you at that time?
So like most people know here, there's not a lot of hockey in Cincinnati, which is a shame. Hopefully it starts to get better. But so I played travel here. Actually, first place ever, Northern Kentucky back rink was where I learned how to skate. Hugh Miller's dad, or Eric Miller's dad, excuse me, Hugh was my coach growing up. Eric's obviously a little bit older, but so played travel there. Eventually got to a point where,
So you played ice growing up in Kentucky?
yep,
Really?
yep,
I always assumed you played up in Ohio somewhere.
A
nope.
lot of the good players back then played at NKU, played at Northern Kentucky.
Was it the same kind of league that it is today?
For whatever reason, the Norse had a better travel team, didn't they?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Than
it
the
was
Cyclones.
it was
Hughes coaching skills?
Could have been, yeah.
he was the man. Back then, most of you don't know him. Chris Crane actually did the same thing. We kind of grew up together, and a guy named Jimmy Mullen also went. He went to Miami University. we all actually played in Kentucky and tried to. I think the dads essentially just coordinated, like, all right, there's not a lot of talent in Cincinnati. Let's just try to combine in one team and make it as competitive as possible. Because it wasn't the Swords and everything like that, and it was just the Junior Cyclones and the Northern Kentucky teams, and we just kind of battled it out. Um, I was actually I moved to Cleveland at 16, lived with like a host family, played for the Barons. Um, Super lucky. We were playing like districts at that time where
What level is that?
this is I think
Triple A,
yeah AAA. Like I think I was like 15,
Okay.
15
midget, triple
yeah,
A.
Yeah,
midget
yeah, yeah.
AAA.
Okay. Do they
Um,
still use that? Is
yeah,
that still a thing? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
So we were actually playing the Barons. I didn't even play the game. Our goalie got pulled in like the first period, and then I went into that game and played well. And after that, the coach came and talked to my dad, and it was kind of history after that.
Wow.
So,
So real quick, why the hell did you want to play goalie?
Dude, I don't know. I get mad at my dad every time. Like every other 6 months when my knees hurt and like my hips hurt, I
Yeah,
have that same thought.
because you are by far the most normal goalie I've ever met.
Thank you. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, Cody's a pretty normal goalie too,
There
but
are some absolute
most
crazies out there.
goalies have a little bit of wacko to them.
And so you started playing inline and ice at the same time, but went as a player in one and goalie in the other
Yeah, so I think
simultaneously, always.
I missed a lot of inline growing up.
Ice took precedent if there was a tournament or
Yeah,
something.
Weiss and them always had like the mule cats. I'd always jump in with like I think the Storm and the Swords occasionally like on and off because I didn't have time or wasn't here to play full time inline.
Nice.
But I was
Gotcha.
always playing inline from like 10, 11 up.
And then you went to there when you were 16. You went to
Yep,
school up there and everything.
yep. High school. You stay with the billet family. It's a wild, wild thing. Parents are here. You have to actually. I didn't know this. You have to actually give up custody
Oh shit.
of your kid because they have to enroll you in school in case something happens, and you have to be able to
Oh.
say, "Hey, you live in this district. You go to this school essentially." So
Huh.
that was a weird
Yeah,
part
dude,
of.
he was so fucking good at ice hockey, and no one gave a shit about him playing roller hockey. Like he went D1
Yeah.
NCAA to which school, by the way? Because I think most people probably don't even know this school has a hockey team.
And you know, it's funny. They actually don't have a hockey
They
team.
got rid of it,
Yeah, yeah. That was a fight forever because we were so essentially Alabama Huntsville is the only Division One school that hockey that far south.
and Alabama Huntsville is the branch campus in Huntsville of the
Yeah,
University of Alabama.
we're pretty much the nerds of that group.
And
Huh.
Huntsville has a special affinity for hockey because they've always had minor league pro, right?
Yep,
And there's a bunch of rich dudes that live down there that work for NASA or some shit. And there's a shitload of engineers
yep,
that live down in Huntsville. A lot of aerospace, rocket dudes. There's some money down there. So there's probably what? A rich guy or a couple of rich guys that said, hey, we want collegiate hockey down here. And
exactly. That's
they,
that's how it started.
yeah.
So
We'll build
the
you a new study hall. Give us a
It's a
hockey
it's a
team.
it's
it
a very interesting story. I was hoping he could tell us about it.
no,
Huh.
that's 100% true. The name of the rink is actually the Von Braun Center. So German engineering
Right.
astronaut type thing. So
Nazi
yeah,
rocket scientist.
essentially.
Seriously, if you want to look into it,
Von Bright.
probably
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sounds about right.
So it's actually ended up being like a Midwestern city in the South because there's a bunch of transplants that come work for like I mean legitimately across the streets like Boeing,
Transplants.
Lockheed Martin. You can see NASA, Redstone Arsenal. I think the biggest degree, which obviously was not mine, was propulsion engineering. Like people just walk rocket scientists. If without hockey, there's no chance I was getting in there.
I've been to this school once for my first job out of college. I went to the school to do like a thing. I was like, the school was a client, and it's like I was shocked because it's a I mean it's like a legitimate university, of course, but like athletics are not really a big thing there. And then there's just this huge, sick, brand new hockey rink, and you're like, what the hell?
Did you ever go see him play?
No,
No.
no, but um,
If I knew you then, I would have come and saw you
I
play.
appreciate it, Pat.
Yeah.
No, it was a good. I mean, it was an awesome experience, right? The battle they have, which is unfortunate, right? They're the only Division One school on campus, so it's a jumping kind of place for ads or anybody to move up to like an Alabama or a thing like that. So budget's always going to be the first thing on their mind when, and they'd always used to compare like our budget to the baseball budget or the basketball budget. Like we were playing in the Midwestern League, so we played all the Minnesota, Duluth, Alaska, those schools, Bemidji. So we always had to travel there and fly. We had to fly everywhere. I mean, the closest home game I think I played was Miami, or
Ah.
Yeah.
so.
crazy travel schedule.
Yeah, it's expensive, right? So
Yeah.
they couldn't afford it anymore. And we had guys like Cam Talbot who's in the goalie in NHL now, did a bunch of things. John Ross, who Actually played for the Flyers.
They played there.
Yep.
No shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Talbot. I think Talbot's still playing.
He
Huh.
is.
Yeah, he was nasty.
He is still
Yeah,
playing.
he was there the year I was there before. I was actually supposed to go there that year. Looked at the roster. I was like,
CJ's like one of
Think
5
there.
guys from Cincinnati to play D1 college hockey. I mean, it's a very, very small club.
Hell yeah.
So it's pretty impressive. And then it didn't stop there. You kept playing after Huntsville, right?
yeah, I played. So I played juniors, then went to Huntsville, which is a whole nother thing, and then went to play after. I mean, I came back for a year because I tore my knees and growing up most of college. Finally came home, got hurt, kind of healed up, and then went back and played in Europe, in Prague and then Czech too in the Ebel for a year and a half. So
How was that?
it's unbelievable.
That's cool.
That's
Pro hockey player in Prague.
buzzing all over
Probably
Europe.
tough to
just
pick up a
playing.
chick.
It was, yeah, a lot of stories that you could probably go into. Essentially, my dad there, which everybody Chris knows, my dad is pretty conservative. My dad was blacked out by the second period. Like I couldn't find my dad after the game. We had probably the one that like a rival in home game. So having probably one of the better games I've had all year. My dad's there. The owner comes and grabs my dad, takes him upstairs, and just I told my dad 5 beers max here. Like don't put it because they do
Don't
not
embarrass me.
they do not no they don't mess around with the beer.
Yeah, yeah,
So
heavy.
6 7 beers you're gone. Like this is not home, and he was destroyed. He smashed an entire pizza by himself.
What are the fans like in Euro Pro Ice Hockey?
They're psychos.
Is it like soccer?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's what I.
they will light those little matches inside. They do
Smoke
not
bombs and
yeah,
shit.
they do not care.
Yeah, that's
How
awesome.
many
awesome.
people are you playing in front of?
I don't know. I guess it depends on the barn. Like our place was really small. I think some of those places probably get 55, 6,000. I don't know.
It's
It's
crazy.
a lot, but it doesn't. It's weird because it feels like they're right on top of you
Yeah.
and they're screaming everything.
Singing the whole time.
Yeah, just probably tell them to fuck myself.
That's cool.
More fans. Is it more fans in one game at the smallest rink than I've ever had at all the games I've ever
Yeah.
played combined?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Can you
put it in perspective.
And they're all screaming at shit at you in a different language.
Which is awesome.
can you think of a big moment or big save, big moment, something that meant a lot to you in your ice hockey career, like something that was really huge, success or failure doesn't really matter. Is there anything that like really pokes out to you in your memory of like something big that happened in hockey when you were at the high level?
Oh man, I think there's a lot of different ways you can go. I think accomplishments, of course, like big games, things like that. Moving up is awesome. Um, I was playing. I think the one that comes to mind just immediately without giving it a whole lot of thought. We were when I was living in Cleveland. We were 16, 17. One of our really good buddies on the team. His mom passed away with cancer that year. It was probably the worst time for his family in general. Without knowing them or their story, it was really tough year as is, and then they lost their mom. Was pretty detrimental to everybody. We actually went to the funeral that game as a team. Came out probably against the best team we've played against in a long time. Probably played one of my best games that game, but it just watching him, I guess, essentially win and kind of break down and everything like that was important. I don't know why that
That's
just pops
cool,
up.
man.
Oh, yeah.
You guys won
It's
that
just
game.
yeah, and it just shows I think just the hockey family. I know everybody in the Bubs,
Oh
and
yeah.
I know we just talked about it a little bit earlier, but kind of everybody coming together. It's bigger.
Man,
You ever have a goalie scrap?
No, you know what? I wanted to. I actually somebody that he played in Saint for the Blues for a long time. I can't remember his name. Asked me right before the end of the year, and then I didn't know this, but I was committed to Huntsville already. Our coach was in the stands. He just came to pop by on him, looking at another player. Wasn't even there to see me. He was looking at somebody else. The same game I was looking to scrap this kid, and
Huh.
in what league was this?
Was
Uh,
Jake
NA?
Allen?
so no, this was the NAHL. So
Yeah,
actually NAHL for a year in Springfield, and then went to Waterloo the next year.
which is USHL, right?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. Which are the top 2 junior leagues in the United States. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Man,
It's high level hockey.
what a guy.
So, all right.
So
Got your
when
professional life?
now that we've got all that out of the way, when did your biggest hockey achievement happen and you found the CSHL? What talk about your introduction to the league. I'm sure it was through this guy, but
Yeah, you want to? I don't. You were on me for I think a while. I don't.
I'm on everybody that I know that doesn't play street hockey that plays other versions of hockey. And I always have been. But I gave up on you at one point, and I think just through, just like Gentry's the same kind of thing. It's like I've said it 100 times, and I'm not going to say it anymore. So you'll either just come or you won't, and then you do, and you fell in love with it instantly. Because how can you not?
Yeah, it was awesome, and I think you and then Kevin as well started playing, so it was fun. And I think I started. I think I mentioned in the group chat before. You start like having fun playing hockey, and everybody that knows me knows I get a little wound up
what?
at times. So it's nice to try to just play for fun and just
Yeah, hell yeah.
try to relax a little bit. So
What was your first send?
oh, I don't remember. I think it was a Saturday send. It was actually nice day. I think it was after that it was hooked.
At
Me-
Barb Cook
Yep.
or
Yep.
okay.
I was after, way after. I pretty much was spoiled and not didn't have to deal with the basketball with hoops. I probably would have smashed in that a couple times, so I'm happy.
But I mean, it's been like what
Yeah,
three,
yeah.
4 years now that you've
Right.
been involved with the league. It seems like forever.
Forever, yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. It's been around that long. Well, yeah, someone can seem new, like it's been 4 years or whatever. It's like holy shit.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a long time.
But it's nice because when I was playing the rink when I was younger with Gentry and some of those other guys, we played with the red ball
Yeah, yeah,
before. So we've been playing with that red ball. I feel like my entire life.
yeah.
I think it was okay. I was like, oh, it's or somebody was saying it's weird playing with that. I'm like, no, we've been doing this since we were like 7 years old. So it's nice to kind of get back to those roots.
Should we get some Nelly on the phone?
Yeah, we can.
I believe Jesse has a sharp exit here at in a little bit. So
Okay.
Hard stop at 6. I gotta hear Nelly.
yeah, we
I
gotta
haven't heard him in the chat active lately. He
Gotta
hasn't.
hear. Oh, he's been active. He's just
Oh, he's
been
just
paying
Jenna.
attention to my dad. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does he talk about the end of the chicken deal?
Oh, that'd be good.
That's keeping him up at night.
What's up, boys?
Neller,
What's up, Nelly?
There he is.
What's going on?
what's up?
Here.
Good. Any houses on your street explode today?
All right, we won't.
Shit my pants.
We good to let him
Okay,
rip?
let
Heath?
me rip. Let him cook. Let him
All right,
cook.
do it,
Let him
Nelly.
cook.
Go,
Okay. You got the intro, or do I need to
Go.
pause?
go.
You're good.
Okay. Kyle Nelson, 6'1", a svelte 150. Ding.
There's no
Let's
way.
start
It's
with
not
the
150.
NHL. The Hawks. Good. Fun to watch. Youth movement. Bensy. You aren't Jesus Christ the Savior yet. Shut your mouth. Granted, soft. He lost the game. Ref got his little feelings hurt. 2. Portnoy's in town for Elder and St. X. That's a big one. I've got Elder by 6. Nothing like betting on teenage sports. That's probably illegal. Yeah, but I'm excited to see what his favorite pizza in town is. Mine's Fireside. It is indeed fire. That thin crust margarita, voila, 8.69. Nice. I know what your guys is, but another time. You guys see this Canadian Olympic snowboarder? That was a drug kingpin. $15 million bounty on his head. I say, let's go hunt him down in Mexico. I don't pay for the drink groups. Although someone may not come back. Risky. Likely Tony. Maybe deported.
I don't think most of the guys
Oh
cook.
shit! Hang on. Eileen's calling me. I wonder what this is about.
Are you?
Hey,
All right,
Take
she-
another
Can't
call.
take
Hey,
it.
all right.
Patch her in,
Hang
Nelly.
on, ignore.
Patch her
If
in.
she needs money or just to yell at me, fucking A, ignore. All right, yep, all right. Babe of the week, still Sophie Cunningham. Queen, swing. For one night with her, God, I'd cough a digit. 6, on to politics, everyone's favorite topic. Trump met with Mandani today at the big house. How the hell do you think that went down? I'll give you a guess. Quiet, piggy. Recurring segment. Another house blew up down the street last week, and your boy was doing boots on the ground reporting. And I got to meet my local hero, Ryan Ramrod Hamrick. Bomber jacket and all. It was glorious. I shook his hand and I didn't watch it for 2 days. I felt like I was being the damn Pope of local Cincy TV news. But sad, RIP to the man who passed away. Let me go here. Yep.
Your time's almost up, Nelly. Wrap it up.
Okay, I will never post a beer league live barn clip again on Instagram stories.
There's no way.
Eviscerated. Douche. Also, Kroger, fuck you. Chicken deal on Thursday. Done. Thanks, Orange Man. All right, boys. Thanks for the time. I'm about to pack up for Mihai here for this weekend down in Indy. We got both teams coming down, so that should be a blast. Shout out to Apple Orchard Juice and Apple Orchard Sauce, and I'm hoping for a good weekend with the boys. Love you all. Be nice to one another. Nelly, out.
Thank you, Nelly. Love
Thanks,
you, bud.
Nelly.
All right,
see you, boys.
Nelly. Good job.
See ya.
All right. We got to stop letting him prepare.
I think
so
that was
much.
his
There
best
were a
one.
couple things.
I don't care about his thoughts on the Blackhawks or fuck. I want to hear about houses blowing up, bad chicken deals, his babe of the week, shit like that.
But he's got such a hard on for Bedard. So, like, I don't.
He's
And,
playing.
and
Makes
Sophie
sense.
Cunningham.
Yeah.
She's his babe of the week every week. Do we think at this point he's writing her like
I don't even know who that is.
fan mail?
It's like his call-in show now.
Yeah.
He's sending like photos of himself.
Please.
I was thinking. I bet the.
Photos of his room.
I would love to.
We'd have a new ring print.
The interaction between Brian Hamrick and him, like him, he's like, "This is fucking rad." That dude's like, "These guys kind of scaring me," you know. Like just
Lady, you're scaring us.
so,
Oh,
yeah.
All right, well, Jesse, you gotta go.
yeah,
Let's-
I gotta go, boys. Hey, just want to say, kick-ass Super League and really awesome year. CSHL is having a resurgence. Uh, you know, we're doing things differently, and it's working. I'm just so thankful that like there's all these people in the league that are down to see it keep going and actually see it evolve over and over and over. And I'm super thankful for all the bubs in the league. Super thankful for all the people in this room. Our lives are also evolving and shit gets complicated all the time. And I'm just really thankful that everyone's really cool. And we do the podcast and do things when we're able to. And so,
Fuck yes.
one thing that I see is that people are committed, man. Whether, it's like, okay, I can't do every week, but I'm committed to this program and I feel the same way and I'm just really thankful for everybody. So love you guys.
Hell yeah.
And
Get home.
thanks for coming out.
Get your ass home. What else do we have before we wrap? Thanksgiving send.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the first ever Bubs Giving Turkey Cup. We're gonna do Blackout Wednesday. So normal Wednesday send, except a little bit different. We'll do a best of 3 pickup game. We'll toss 6, 2 teams, best of 3. Winner gets a 30 rack of natural light to split amongst themselves and enjoy, and get their Blackout Wednesday started the right way. If you're not waking up stung on Thanksgiving, you're doing it wrong. All right. So get buckled Wednesday night, huh?
Playing guilty, as you would say.
Play guilty, yeah. So get after it Wednesday night, early and often. Start at the send, make your way over to the bar, tie one on real late, and then wake up Thursday wondering, asking yourself, why did I do what I just did?
What am I thankful for
Question
again?
everything.
Yes, my family's.
Take the shame, and then just sit around all day and eat and watch football.
Yeah.
That's how you do. That's the American way to celebrate.
Yep.
So if you don't come to the send and get completely crippled, that's on you.
I mean, I don't know where we go from there. Anything else?
Yeah, a few more things. Miha.
Miha.
We've got a bunch of bubs traveling to Miha this weekend. Indianapolis. Good luck. Give them hell. Let's come back with some hardware.
What's the over under?
We need a championship. I think the T4 team is doing it this week.
What's the over under? Kevin gets kicked out of one of these games this weekend.
Cody, get back on, bud.
Hey,
Gotta
Cody.
set that.
What?
That Kevin gets either. What's the over
Kevin's
under?
not going this week.
He's not going this week.
No.
I saw Kevin Thursday. He's in a good mood, so I don't expect him to get kicked out.
I
this
thought he
week.
wasn't going.
He is. Yeah.
Oh, he is going.
So Kevin and I's kids play together, so they'll be playing together on Sunday. But Kevin said he is dedicated and he'll be there this weekend. So
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to the boys. They got Miller and Jake on the T4 team. That should help shore up the defense a little bit.
Damn, son.
So yeah, I'm hoping they do well. And then the T5 squad,
Jake's getting
uh,
a weekend out, huh?
back to the roots, back to Indy, baby.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
So yeah, I wish the boys the best of luck. Represent the league. And
Hell yeah!
speaking of competitive tiles, Sunday League is back, baby. The tiles are back. And after our victorious Super League run, I got absolutely crushed in the first inline game. Completely fucking embarrassed. CJ's team blew us out of the water.
Did you?
I mean, like, I mean, the scoreboard, we might have lost by 5. It should have been 20. I mean, we got absolutely pushed in. Like, it was
And you still had fun.
ugly. We got to change our play style. We're basically the devils of the Platinum League right now. So we have to figure something out, or it's going to be a long season. Granted, we were missing some of our best players. We were missing our goalie. It was the first day back. The floor was a little bit funny. There's a little bit, get used to it again a little bit, I think. But it was fucking awesome to have it back. It felt so good to be out there again. I just was very disappointed at the outcome. CJ's team completely tore us apart.
Great
Now,
job.
were you playing goalie in that game or no?
I haven't played goalie in 10 years, and probably
He
will
Period.
never.
refuses to play goalie and inline.
I can't.
Crazy to me.
Actually, when I was playing high school, I still never played goalie in line unless it was like desperation.
Speaking of which, when Jesse asked you what your greatest accomplishment or most memorable moment was, I thought for sure you were going to say it was when you were an e-bug for the Cyclones.
I totally forgot.
So it's funny. He got called up to be an emergency goalie for the
Shit,
Cyclones.
it's not even.
Was
Yeah,
that a couple years ago? Now, I mean, it might have been 10 years ago now, for all I remember. Either way, a bunch of us went to the game and got absolutely.
Do you even have to dress, or you're just there?
Yeah, he got dressed.
You get
He
dressed.
warmed up.
No
yeah,
shit.
yeah. You warm up. I practiced with him for a little bit before that, so it was
Gotcha.
nice. 'Cause I hadn't skated in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple months, so this was early on.
A bunch of
hoping,
us idiots are there banging.
Praying for two guys to get hurt so CJ can go.
That was just one.
That was just
He was the
one.
This
backup.
one, yeah.
Ah.
If that guy would have got hurt, he was in the game.
Oh shit.
I'm hoping
Throwing
that the
pennies on the
Trolls,
ice or something.
Yeah,
hoping that the
it's
Trolls winning
nothing.
back to back gets him fired up to get back in the net. You know, just getting tired of seeing me winning, right?
There's
Nah.
if I go down probably one more time, there's probably 100% chance I'm not getting back up at this point.
He's going to make too much of an impact as a player, though.
But no, echo that. Tiles is fun. Did kill Weiss. That
He punched me in the head.
elbowed him in the head.
It was a
How'd you
spinning
When
backhanded.
you say that, like maybe that's better. You're like, I
Spinning
didn't
back
punch you in the head.
fist.
I elbowed you in the head.
Backspin, hammer fist,
for
the
as,
side of the head.
for as much Waffle House tropes he gives me, he expected me to be able to turn faster. I turned like the Titanic and caught him with one of my whims.
I might have been mildly concussed after that.
It looked like it. You did ban me in the corner like 45 seconds later.
Dude, it was ugly. I had a breakaway, and I made a move, and I deked myself, and I fell flat on my face. I mean, it was bad.
I fully expect whoever he's playing next week to be on full watch.
We're on a bye this Sunday because I was planning on going to Mija, but now I'm not. So I'm going to be just sitting around, like walking my house like a caged animal Sunday night,
just
wishing
play
I
for
was
me then.
playing. You're not going to be there?
Nope, we go to New York tomorrow.
For what?
Thanksgiving. My sister actually lives in Providence, so we're going to New York for 3 days. Then
Oh,
try-
cool.
try
I'll
it out.
sub for you.
Yeah, I already asked you. You said you could.
Phenomenal.
So whoever
have so
I
much
playing,
already
rage
asked
on
you. You
leash.
said you couldn't.
I originally couldn't because
Like,
I was
well,
going
I
to
didn't.
Mija.
I didn't have a
Yeah.
loss to avenge last
Yeah,
week.
I was going to Mija.
and I'm actually gonna text Andy to make sure it's Jack and Fish's team. 'Cause
I was
that's
supposed to go
always
to Mija. That's why I couldn't
That's
play.
right. That's
good
right.
content. No, well, now you're in.
I committed a heinous penalty too, and I didn't even apologize for it. I was so mad. I
Right.
need the fuck out of Bolton. I should say sorry. I probably should text him.
Oh, there it is.
But
There's your apology right there.
he doesn't.
Sorry,
I mean,
Bolton.
there's only like 8 people that listen to this, and 4 of them are in the
Bolton-
room.
Actually,
He was playing like a dickhead. I will say he was. I mean, it was just too aggressive. It was too much. There were knees swinging on his end too, but that was a reaction thing. I didn't knowingly do it, but I will say I caught him with one, and that was not a fair play, and I need to own up to that. But it was not I didn't actively. Let's make it clear. If I'm going to do a cheap shot, you will know.
I agree with that.
I will make it very
It
obvious.
didn't. I think he even said after that it shouldn't have been called anyway.
Yeah,
His
but I did lean out. I
yeah.
tried to catch him, so I got to eat that one. And I apologize, Brandon. That was not fair of me. It was CJ's fault for attacking me. And Miller did play his first inline game.
Still good.
I think he had 4 points.
Still good.
Oh, really? He got out there.
Yes.
Yeah, we were changing his wheels 35 seconds before the
After the game, he comes over. He's hanging out next to McQuaid. He's like, "Man, I tell you what, you guys skate fast out there, man. That was tough. That was a hard game." We're like, "You had fucking 4 points. Shut up."
Yeah, he's like, I've never done this before.
Yeah. Oh, it's really not that hard.
Still good. It is crazy how you get introduced to the streets, and the next thing you know,
Yeah.
you're at inline, and the next thing you know, you're playing 4 nights a week of men's league hockey, right? Whether it's
Wait till you
ice
get on
or
the tiles,
I
inline.
think
baby.
like the third time he came out, I'm like, oh.
Pat, do you play
When's the last time
tiles?
you played inline? He's like, this is like the third, only out here. I'm like, so out here's the only time you've ever played inline at all. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't rollerblade regularly.
Yeah, I'm playing with Gary Silver team. I was out last week.
Is this your first session?
Ever? No.
Okay.
I played with the Street Sharks
Ah.
back in the years ago.
By the way, that was a funny note Nelly had in the chat today. I don't know if you saw it, but his team got demoted to silver. So now,
Really?
so Gary had a gold team that they
Oh.
demoted him to silver. So now what? Gary just has 2 silver teams?
But Nelly is looking for a spot, and your team could use.
Yeah.
Oh, so I get to play against Nelly now, huh?
Yeah. But Nelly's looking for a gold team. So if there's anybody out there looking for a, what did he say? 6'1", 150-pound.
That's
Just a
still
monster at
debatable.
the goal, yeah.
Yeah.
He's available.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Man, reach out. It's
Call
like-
Nelson Fuel.
Call Nelson
Ask-
Fuel.
Ask the receptionist for Kyle, and then she'll
What did he say
transfer
his
you.
dad's name is? Did you see that the other day? I was trying to figure out what his dad's name is.
Uh,
You didn't see that? What would you think Nelly's dad's name would be?
Something elegant and sophisticated, and I don't know.
like a Harold
What is it?
or something.
Take a guess.
Harold.
Harold, I like it. It was Carl with a K.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I told him, I was like,
Just twisting his mustache.
was it Kyle? Kyle's a lib name, dude.
Ah.
His dad gave him a lib name.
I don't know. Or you have a monster in your hand.
I
which
told
one
him,
too.
and you know what he said? He said, I know, I hate it. And I think Carl with a K is a little lib too. Carl with a C is a little more.
Well, there was always that joke in the back in the day that all Kyles were like wild cards and they love Monster Energy and
Yeah.
dirt bikes and stuff. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. Well, we're way off the rails, and I'm sure Keith wants to get us out of his basement.
Yeah, I gotta
so.
pee. So, all right. Well, thanks for
CJ,
coming out.
Cody, thank you, boys.
Yep, thanks,
Thank you
guys.
Appreciate it.
Keith, thank you as always. Best producer in the game.
See ya.
Peace.
Adios.
Fuck yeah, thanks, guys.
I like those shoes.
What's that?
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, nice.
Dude, these shoes, thanks for coming out. Look at this. They're made just to fucking.
Oh, those are sweet.
Dang, slip-ons.
Dude, just.
You're so. I
Wow,
was really
great,
hoping that would be
Dad.
Velcro.
Are they like hey dudes with sneakers?
That's fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Don,
Thanks for cooking in the lab with us, huh?
If you got emptied, we do recycle, so I
I gotta say, I feel like we managed
Yep.
two guests much better than we did last time we did that.
Well, because last time our 2 guests were Catherine and Eric. Or Catherine and, what is his name?
Shit.
Yeah, think back 20 years, CJ, and give us an exquisite.
Jesse hit me with that question. I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Jesse's like the last round interviewer at a job.
Yeah.
Comes at you with that question.
Favorite memory is Steve's mom died? God.
I should have said when Weiss hit my mom with a puck and.
We were gonna talk about that story. But we've talked about that before, so I didn't know.
It's funnier with
I wasn't gonna force it.
Oh, that was great. That was hilarious. I should have got to the old Gentry stories. He literally fell ass backwards off that ring. It was the fucking funniest thing. Busted his shit.
All right.
I saw that Tyler is trying to mimic us where they're trying to do drop in as well.
They always do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do that just to get
Fuckers.
I mean, they
What, they're doing
they
it tonight,
made it
probably.
free last time.
It used to be Friday night.
Oh yeah, empty.
Thank you.
No worries, man. It's been
What are
heavy.
you doing last night?
See you, Bev.
Yeah, I'm coming up with you.